Hi everyone, back out at the field doing a bit more testing on the Dalprop Cyclone T5050C triblade quad prop. Today obviously on my tail mount FRC Foamies F18. So this part is on 3S and we'll hope to get some 4S action in right after this. So here we go. So there's still a little bit of torque roll. I was hoping with the three-bladed prop that it would, get rid of it entirely. Obviously that would be ideal, but it certainly is reduced compared to the twin blade 6x4 APC gas prop that I had been using. Very, very similar motor to what I have in my SU30 that I tested in the last video. This is the FRC 2306 2750. Everything else is essentially the same. It's just whisper quiet. It really does seem to wind out a little bit better than the mid-mount prop and slot SU30 did in those high-speed full throttle turns. It's again not quite as fast as with the two-blade, and acceleration is not really snappy, but still flies really well. I'm launching, I find, with about 5 to 10% more throttle. I would have to compare the numbers, the mid throttle numbers between the 6x4 EPC gas and this prop. I think that it's a little bit less, and I do find I'm flying around with about 10% more throttle. So I'm at around 60% throttle most of the time, just cruising. But this is about, it draws about one less amp. Yeah, that skips along nicely. One less amp than the 6x4 EPC gas. So not a huge gain in efficiency. I'm thinking, checking my battery numbers. Still great vertical, even though this plane is, I think, at least 2 ounces, maybe a bit more than 2 ounces more heavy than the SU30. Still getting, really, really good power. Victory roll. So yeah, I'm very very impressed. Like I said, I think it did reduce the torque roll. Oh, there's my timer. Okay, I'm just going to continue around here. I want to land over to my left where there's less of this ice and snow on the runway. I haven't really done the winter beater treatment on this plane, so I don't want to get too chewed up. So yeah, because it is on that particular landing, because it's a three-blade, you occasionally, you'll get one blade sort of pointing straight down, which on this plane it's gonna clip the ground. Now I always fly with my brake off, and I just check it after every flight to see that there's not any damage to the prop. But so far so good. I mean, I think these are pretty durable props. When you watch the punishment that some of the quad masters put these things through, they they're pretty durable prop. So yeah, so I think that this is definitely on 3S anyway so far. I think that this is going to be the prop that I'll keep on there. I think it's a really good choice for that motor on a plane like this. So yeah, so there we go. That's the Dalprop Cyclone 5050 on 3S on the tail mount. So I'm just going to swap batteries, put a 4S in it, and see what kind of fun we can have there. So be right back with you. All right, folks, same setup here with the Dalprop 5050 Cyclone, this time on 4S. See what kind of fun we can have. I'm not sure. I think that's pilot error when it kind of banks to the right there. I think I'm holding it wrong or tossing it wrong or holding my mouth the wrong way. I don't know, but yeah. So again, not quite as fast as with the 6x3 EMP 2-blade prop, but definitely no torque roll. I'm not seeing any torque roll whatsoever when I hammer the gas. And I do find that it's winding out better, again, just like on 3S, when I put it into that full throttle turn like that. Considerably quieter than the 6x3 EMP prop, so, you know, if that's a concern. Rock and roll. Again, just unbelievable vertical. You know, I could go up there to where Jim Kirk and the Starship Enterprise are without any problem at all. It'd be out of sight, out of my 57-year-old eyesight before it ran out of thrust. Yeah, so I'm actually really happy with that. I'm not, you know, this is not going to be the fastest plane in my hangar anyway, but you know, it's nice to really rip it on 4S. And the nice thing I think about, you know, with this prop and this motor, I don't need to change props like I did before. I can just keep flying, you know, 3S and 4S on the same prop. So that's very, well, kind of blew that past, sorry. That's kind of convenient. Victory roll. Okay, there was my alarm. Again, I'm going to try and land from right to left here so I can keep out of as much of that ice and snow as I can. Just chop the power way back there. This FRC Foamies Hornet just glides forever. Nice. So there we go. So it is a cool day today. I think we're still right around freezing, 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. This is actually the second back-to-back 4S flight, so I'm just going to check and see. It is more efficient based on the RC in-power numbers. Just going to disconnect the battery. Based on the RC in-power numbers, it is more efficient. Oh yeah, there's really no heat buildup in that at all. Again, because it is you know, a cool day. The RC in-power seemed to get quite a bit hotter, but that particular motor ran hotter than the GEP RC in just regularly anyway. So yeah, so there we go, folks. I think, you know, like I said, I think that this is going to be my setup now for this plane, this tail mount. I think that this 3-bladed Dalprop Cyclone 5050 is much better suited to a tail mount setup like this, with, you know, pretty much identical setups, motor, speed controller, battery, than the prop and slot. So I'm going to keep, luckily I sort of got this orange color, you know, it sort of matches the red. I think you can get them in red. I'll have to look around. But when I build my FRC Foamies F22 Raptor, I'll definitely go with this setup, which is good as well on these tail mounts, so you know, you won't have to worry so much about trimming elevons or anything like that to fit the prop in there. So yeah, very pleased with that. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned. Within the next couple of days I'll do a bit of a table talk comparing this prop and what I saw compared to the other props that I normally run. So thanks for watching. Blue skies, calm winds to everyone. Park jet noise, hear the sound of freedom, baby. Take care.